So I was just in the middle of working out. I was. I'm looking at my phone. I'm trying to watch the Celtics hang on for dear life, and I'm glancing at the Cowboys schedule. I didn't think much about it. I know what the opener is. I know what Christmas is. I know at Eagles. I know Chiefs. And then I start glancing, and I glance a little farther and a little harder, and my eyes get a little wider and a little wider. And I'm thinking, wait a second. This shapes up really beautifully. This is a rocket launch schedule. This is, usually I look at it and there'll be like 4 straight games, 3 on the road, and I'll say, oh, we're going to get crushed there. I love this schedule. I can't help seeing the schedule as a glass that's not just half full. I think it's about 9/10 full of champagne. I don't even drink champagne, but it's full of champagne. I don't know about you, Cowboy Nation, but I'm looking at our schedule, and you know me. When I don't like it, I tell you I don't like it. I love this. No, seriously, I love this. I already said, I'm on the record, opening night, Thursday night, we play the first game. We're box office, man. We're America's team. We're the most valuable team in the world. They want us on Thursday night because we sell, we rate. We are it. Everybody loves to hate our team more than any other team in the world, in any sport. So we're the opening act, and we get thrown to the Wolves at Philadelphia, and yeah, they're going to raise their banner with old Jerry up in his box, having to eat his crow. And I don't care. I'm on record. I booked it. We opened as a 7-point dog. I think it got bet down to 6.5, maybe because I said that. But I'm just booking it. We will cover that spread. And it wouldn't shock me if we went in there on banner night. Every team that has a banner night gets distracted. They get emotionally wrought about what happened last year versus, wait a second, now we have to play another game against a pretty good team, an arch division rival, and you're just not quite ready for it. And I got to tell you, I'm not the biggest Dak fan, as you know, but I'm a big fan of his at Philadelphia because in his career at Philadelphia, little known fact, remember you heard this here first, Dak Prescott has thrown 10 touchdowns at Philadelphia in 6 games that he's played there. 10 touchdowns, and guess how many interceptions? 0. Big goose egg of interceptions. Guess how many fumbles Dak has lost at Philadelphia in 6 games? 0. Big goose egg. We got that going for us. Remember the game 2 years ago at Philadelphia? November 5th? I'll never forget it. Dak heated up in the fourth quarter, went 15 of 22 for 173 just in the fourth quarter, just in the fourth, with a touchdown and no picks. And remember, you got to stay in bounds. Remember the commercial that we did? It was Keyshawn on the commercial talking to Michael Irvin. I'm at a funeral. Remember the funeral commercial we did? It was a little sacrilegious, a little irreverent, but it's funny. I'm up at the podium, supposed to be delivering a eulogy about the dearly departed, and I couldn't help it. I started talking about my Cowboys. It's the commercial that we did for Undisputed back in the day, and I'm talking about that game. You got to stay in bounds. Dak, he just steps out of bounds. Could have won the game, couldn't stay in bounds. But the point is, he threw for 173 in the fourth quarter. I kind of like our chances there, at least to cover. I'm not going to be shocked if we win that game. And I do think this about our draft. I did not love the Tyler that we took first. I didn't love it, but he'll be fine. He'll start, and he'll be fine. And I hate that word. It's my least favorite word, but he'll be fine. He's not a bad pick. He's not a bust. He's just not Tyler Warren, but that's just me, Tyler Book. But the point is, second round, we scored. And I think Donovan E., man, E for electricity, E for energy. Every time I turn on Boston College, he just leaped off my screen. He's just a natural-born, energized pass rusher who's going to change the way we play defense from one side. He'll be more productive to me, more effective to me, play after play after play, than Micah will be. And I think he will light a new fire under Micah, because Micah's going to have to start competing for attention with Donovan E. Remember I said this. So I like that, which leads to our home opener, week 2. It's against the Giants, who do not play big against us. They play little known fact. We've won 15 of the last 16 games against the New York Football Giants. We won 8 straight, and now it's Russell Wilson, what's left of him. I'm pretty sure I'm going to book a big dub there. Just book it. Then we go to the Bears. I like Caleb, but he struggles. They got him some new weapons. I got it. I would have taken Tyler Warren, not that tight end, but that's just me. But the point is, this is a big 4:25 Fox game. I think we can win that game on September 21st. At least we go up there when it's still warm. So I kind of like our chances to win that game. And then here comes Green Bay, our worst nightmare at home, always under Aaron Rodgers was, and then under Jordan Love, it continued. As you know, the playoff game 2 years ago, it was 27-0 before halftime. I still haven't gotten over it. It took about 5 years off my life. But, hey, this is Sunday night. We did rally in that game. We got all the way back to 48-32 because Dak's the master of garbage yards. He wound up throwing for 403 yards in that game against Green Bay, 3 touchdowns but 2 big picks. CD got mad at him. He got mad at CD. They were not on the same page, but still, 403 yards. I kind of like our chances to get revenge in that game at home on a Sunday night. I just do. Then we go to the Jets, and it's Justin Fields, who we just took all to pieces at Pittsburgh last year on a Sunday night. Remember that game? Justin Fields was horrible, inaccurate in that game. He threw for 131 total yards. We pulled it out. Dak to Jalen Tolbert late in that game, 20-17. But can we beat the Jets up there with Justin Fields? Yes, I think we can beat them. That's a 1 o'clock game in the East on Fox. Then we go to Carolina. I like Bryce Young, and he started to figure it out last year. And they went and got him Tet, and they got him more weapons, and he's going to be better and better and better. But can we go win that game at Carolina? Sure, we could go win that game. And then we get the Commanders at home. I'm thinking about picking the Commanders to win it all because that was simply the greatest rookie quarterback performance I have ever seen, ever in all my almost 50 years of covering this league. But they're our arch rival. October 19th. It's a 4:25 game on Fox. It'll be Brady. I mean, if we're on a roll, if we've won, I'll give Philadelphia the opener, but if we've won 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say we won 5 in a row at that point, could we rise up at home, beat the Commanders? They're going to be really good. They're loaded and rolling. But could Jane Daniels have a little bit of a sophomore slump? He could. I just think we could win that game. I don't know. Maybe it's George Pickens. I told you last week, as soon as we went, that's the first great thing Jerry has done. I mean, as far as plunging, risking, high risk, high reward, he's just such a talent. And he is such a thin-skinned, hot-headed diva who will loaf on routes when he thinks he's not involved, and he'll make waves when you throw him 3 or 4 balls, and CD gets 12 or 13 targets. You know it's coming, but you also know this is coming. He's the best deep receiver in football. He's exactly what the doctor ordered because he's a talent. He gave us something to hang our hats on this time. You got somebody who can make a difference. When he's right, Mike Tomlin said, more trouble than worth. I respect that. I fear that. I got that. But George Pickens, he's a playmaking life changer. He's playing for a contract. Jerry said, no, I'm not going to give him a contract. He's in the final year of his rookie deal. Let him play it out. Let him show us. And I think he will rise and shine and show. Okay, so we got a chance. We got a chance. Donovan E. had new energy and electricity over on the defensive side, and George Pickens making plays deep and in the red zone. on offense. Okay. I know I'm probably just out of my mind. I'm probably going crazy because I hated this team last year, and I'm just feeling life. I'm feeling hope. I'm feeling like the sky is opening at Denver. It's tough. I'm going to be completely objective. Okay, say we lose that game, but it's Bo Nix, and he had a phenomenal rookie season. It's not even like he was a rookie for Sean Payton because he played so much college football. He played like 12 years of college football at Auburn and Oregon. And you got the best of him, but maybe he maxed out, and maybe he'll have a little sophomore slump. But I'm going to be objective. I'll say we lose that game at Denver. I'll just go that far. But then Arizona, it's a Monday night game. Kyler once upon a time on a Monday night back in the dark days just annihilated us, just clowned us on a Monday night at Jerry World. They're going to be better. I like their coach. I still like Kyler. I love Kyler. But could we win that game against? Yes, we can beat Arizona. By the way, remember what happened early? Losing track. Was it 2 years ago when we went out to Arizona after Trevon Diggs went down, and we were down in the dumps and couldn't get ready for a game we were heavily favored to win, and we just stunk it up. It was just pathetic. It was 2 years ago. God. Okay, so then we get a bye. It's a perfect time for a bye with an extra day. Oh, actually, play on Monday night, so we'll come back on a Monday night. But we get a bye week right at the perfect time. Fairly early November. Get right, get healthier, get mentally healthier, and then we go to the Raiders Monday night again. Back-to-back Monday night games with a bye in between. Okay, we beat Geno 2 years ago. He was Seattle's quarterback, and he had a big game, 334 yards. That was at Jerry World, but we outlasted him and won that game 41-35. Dak was really good. Everybody was. We can beat Geno Smith. Shedeur should be the quarterback, obviously. With the Raiders, ask Tom Brady why. That didn't happen. But I think we can win that game. And then here comes Philly to us. And I already said that we'd lose that game, even though I still give us a shot at Philadelphia. I just think at home, if we're on the kind of roll that I think we're going to be on, we can win that game. It's a 4:25 Fox Brady game. I just think on the 23rd of November at home, we can win that game. Philly's really good. I picked them before the season last year to win it all, and they backed me up all year long. And I give them a great shot to win it all this year. I give the Commanders a greater shot at this point. But still, we can win that game. And then we turn right around 4 days later, and we play Mahomes at home, at our house. I can't forget that game up there. When was it? I've lost track of the years. It was the 19-9 game when, God, the defense just played its asses off. Just played big time. Micah Parsons' defense. It was a beautiful thing to watch. And Dak had the ball 12 times and managed 3 field goals and threw 2 picks. It was it's hard to watch. I still haven't recovered from that. But at home, listen, Super Bowl loser. I know they've overcome that before, but after they lost to Brady, but still, Super Bowl loser. I just think the wheels are wobbling for them. Mahomes has really struggled the last 2 years. Stats are all going down, down, down. I just think they're beatable, even though in that game we're already a 4.5-point dog. I'll take the points right here, right now. Give me those points because I think we can win that game. Followed pretty quickly. Yeah, okay. So, did I say Christmas? That's Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, it's Thanksgiving. I just like us at home on Thanksgiving. I just like the tradition. Let's have a little turkey. Let's have some turducken. And then it's followed on my birthday, December the 4th, at Detroit on a Thursday. So it's a pretty quick turnaround. No, that'll be Thursday to Thursday. I'm sorry, Thursday to Thursday. And yet, hey, the Lions, are poised. That they're going to be making a run at it next year. I don't think we can win that game. I'm being objective. I think that's an L. I put it down. That's the one game of all the games where I just marked it as an L. And then we get a mini bye, which is a good point in the season. This is early December to get ready for Minnesota at home. And I assume it's J.J. McCarthy, and I assume they're going to take a little step back. I like J.J. McCarthy, but not as a first-year starter, not at Jerry World. I think, we're going to have to win that game like 7-6, but I think we can win at 7-6 because Minnesota is really good on defense. That's on a Sunday night. And then we turn around and play the Chargers. I love the coach. I wish he were the Dallas Cowboys coach, Jim Harbaugh. But, hey, I don't love Justin Herbert. And he bit him in the butt in the playoff game. And I think Jim Harbaugh went after Trey Lance, jumped all over Trey Lance because he's saying maybe I could go Colin Kaepernick here and figure out with Trey Lance that maybe he would be the future. Maybe Alex Smith is actually, in this case, Justin Herbert. So are they beatable? I'm going to give us a dub there. It's an early game on Fox, a 1 o'clock East game, which brings me to Christmas. It's at Washington. We're 3.5-point dog. Pretty good. So I think Vegas is saying, I'll give you a shot there. 3.5-point dog. I'll go Washington there just to be objective, just because I like Jaden Daniels and I like their chances. And I think they're going to be rolling at that point. It's an early game, 1 o'clock again. But then we finish at New York, and again, we won 15-16. By this point, it'll be 16-17. And by this point, late in the year, the last game of the year, I assume it's Jackson Dart playing instead of Russell Wilson or Jameis. Okay, so I went glass completely half full, and I went all the way to 13-4. I'm sorry, I'm just being objective here. I like the way this shapes up for us. I think it's a pretty easy NFL schedule. I like us to go 13-4. Well, again, we're going to have 3 playoff teams from the East, but our over-under for wins is 9.5. So if I'm right, we'll shatter that, even though the odds would be banked more to go under that, because our Super Bowl odds are 19th in the NFL. 32 teams, 19. So we're not even average Super Bowl. We're below average, pretty far below average Super Bowl odds. We're the 11th best team in odds to win the NFC and get to the Super Bowl, but 19th overall. Dak is 14th in MVP, so he's way, way, way down the line. And I don't care. Maybe it's all going to my head. Maybe I've lost my mind. Maybe I'm just so tired of losing that today, in the middle of May, it's just like I can't help myself. But help me out here. Tell me I'm wrong, Cowboy Nation. I just think the NFL schedule, God said, here, let there be Dallas in 2025. And I'm not going to predict that we're even going to win one playoff game, because I don't know if we can. I don't know. 13-4, would that? Who knows? We have a home game. I don't even care. I'm just looking at regular season Dallas Cowboys. We got this. Congratulations, Dallas. We actually got a favorable schedule. Here we go.